Okay, so this stock follows my strategy on the minute chart, where you have the EMAs, the 50, 100, and the 200. That's the green, the yellow, and the red line, respectively, crosses over the VWAP. Um, and when it crosses over the VWAP, see, this is on the 2 minute, actually. Let me put it back on the 1 minute. When it crosses over the VWAP, it gives the stock a chance to technically go higher. That's what all EMAs. So, um, in order to kind of verify if that is actually correct, what you have to do is starting to look at where the RSI is and the MACD is. Both of them are starting to leave a bearish area. If there are more buyers that can buy this and keep the price over 1650, the price can go higher. Really, I wouldn't even say 1650, maybe even like 1675. As long as it can stay over that, then maybe it can go higher. Right now, the bid and the ask, there's a wide spread. I know you can't see it right now because I don't have that actually showing. Let me show you. Right, so we have it where the spread is pretty wide, right? About 27 cents. So that's pretty crazy. Um, and so when you have a spread like that, always want to curb on the side of caution. And the reason why I didn't sell this is because, you know, I wasn't at my computer. I walked away. I saw that it had the, I saw that it was starting to gain traction. And you know, when it was at 16, and I just walked away just to get some water real quick. Came back, and it was at 18, and it was starting to come back down. So I really didn't miss the spike. I did see it come, and it was trading around 17 dollars at the time when I actually got back in front of my computer. So um, so when there's a stock like this that does any type of movement like this, when you see that the EMAs are over the VWAP, know that the potential of the stock to come down to 16 is still there. But at least it is holding that VWAP, holding over the VWAP, where the VWAP would be a bullish indicator still. So meaning that the stock not only closes green on the day, um, and has a chance to go higher, if not during that during the after hours or pre-market the following trading day. Um, you know, this stock could go a little bit higher if it wanted to. So that's just with the right amount of volume, and being that this is a low floater going into the weekend of a very insane market right now, typically this would have been a no-brainer to hold over a hold overnight. But in this market right now, sometimes you probably just need to take the actual the profits and just go with the profits. Um, I am not selling. Like I said, I bought this this morning around 11:15 or so when I started to see that both EMAs have crossed over the VWAP. Maybe if I was tracking it during the pre-market, I would have saw that it was up and I could have got in right after pre-market, but that I didn't. So, I used a situation that was given to me. Um, and that situation was seeing that not only was it still trading above the VWAP, but the EMAs were crossing over the VWAP, and while it was doing that, it was still doing it at a point where the stock wasn't oversold or yeah, it wasn't oversold. Using the MACD on trying to buy sometimes kind of messes me up, so I didn't I didn't use it. But still, nonetheless, the volume is coming into a million, so it's around 726,000, and the float is 4 million. So, like I said, typically in the bullish market that we've been in, That would have been a great place to sell. Um, no, and that would probably be a great place to sell in the bullish market. But holding overnight and then selling, next day would be the best idea. But I want to see if my strategy can work in both conditions. If it can work in the bear market and if it can work in a bull market. Because I've seen it work in a bull market. Now it's finding that adaptability into, or if it still can work in a bear market like the one that we're in now. So, um, like I could have sold it. I could have sold it. I could have scrambled and put in the sell order, but I allow it to come down and this trade above the VWAP and the 50-day EMA, because the 50-day EMA is a bullish indicator in itself. So read up on it on Investopedia or something. It will definitely give you a clearer understanding of why, other than it's a calculation that typically makes stocks go higher. But yeah, that's what I have for this stock. Oh, and it's also related to coronavirus. So that also has, something that goes with it, which is necessary. All right. So key points to take away from the stock: when all three EMAs crosses over the VWAP, the potential of a stock to go higher, exponentially higher, like it did, is is right there on your side, because it will. Two, once it spikes, it's going to find a place not only to find support, but also to, maybe go as low as the 200-day EMA. So if it does that, if once a stock spikes, just know that the potential of it coming down to the 200-day EMA is greatly um, not exacerbated, greatly enhanced, or greatly, you know, there. The chances of that being there is very prominent. Um, and then three, you know, typically regular trading day, in a bull market, holding this stock overnight because it's on its first green day after consecutive red days, and it's closing over the last two red days. That this would typically have an opportunity to um, test $20. Um, I can't say that it will, but and it's doing everything that I typically like. It's doing the, you know 50-day EMA, 100-day, 200-day, and this is on the year chart. So that is even so much more in the favor. So yeah, um, this is that was what, point three, point four, uh, low floater heading into the weekend. And then typically, that low floaters heading into Friday, the last day of the trading day of the week, it will go higher. You know, can't say that we're in the bear market now. Can't say that that will happen. But the possibility of it could happen, right? Still, not trying to keep any doubts. Um, and I don't know if there's any other key points. I think that's pretty much it. It looked like it's trying to ramp up now, actually, as we speak. It looks like they're trying to, there's some buyers that might be coming in. So we'll see. We'll see how it like pops up or doesn't once we head into the close, um, because there's still 45 minutes left, and we'll still need volume of buyers to come in. You see, even when the things are really stacked in my favor, I'm still like a contrarian, like so like, hey, there's still the possibility that it can go against you. Like everything that I could be saying right now could be absolutely wrong. The EMAs, the VWAP, using the MACD and the RSI. At any given point, there could be some seller that can come in and just short the stock and bring the price down. With that in mind, you still have a plan of getting out. Like, hey, I would put a sell at $17, or I would put a sell right at the EMA, at risk, right? And I think the EMA is 1665 or so. So you probably put an order there because you see how wide the gap is, right? And they're fighting right now. There's a lot of buying and selling that's trying to happen right here, and some of the bulls. So it's over 1650. We really needed over 1672 for it to really do something. Like if it's around here, starts trading around here, then we have more opportunity. Around 1650 doesn't give me the best of hope, so hope into the close of the trading day. So we'll see what happens. You know, this is the reason why I got here. 1676. Okay, right. So as long as it trades over that, I think we'll be fine. But if it trades closer to the 1646, then the possibility of it coming down to below 16 is right there. So yeah. Um, Let me pause it and then I'll be back. All right. So the last 5 minutes and to the market close. I'm still here on AHPI, the low floater. There's a lot of stocks running today. Going into the close just because of the stimulus package, and that there is just more volatility during this whole coronavirus scare. So there are so many stocks. I don't want to pick more stocks. I already invested money into Signet, AHPI, which is what I'm doing my more of an in-depth talk about right now, and Space, SPCE. Um, so I'm looking at CCOI. That one just went up from being up $7 a share to $11 plus on the day, or $10 plus on the day. It was actually $80 a share, but I know you can't see it on